Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. You're watching the second video of my kitchen renovation series. There will be 10 total videos following our whole kitchen renovation. In the first video, I went through the entire design plan for the kitchen and my design board. I'll share the link to that video in the description below in case you missed it. Today I'll be going over everything demo related. I had some awesome helpers and it only took us 2 days and 3 dumpster bags to demo the entire kitchen. Really nothing from the old kitchen is staying, so we didn't have to be too careful. There's a lot that goes into demo and there's a bunch of random costs involved that you may not think about, so I'm breaking down the entire process for you. Here I drafted up our kitchen in the SketchUp program. To give you an idea of our layout, here's the kitchen, dining room, and living room. We're going to be taking out this big wall between the kitchen and living room, which is not load bearing. The wall in between the kitchen and dining room is load bearing, so we'll have to frame up a few temporary walls, take down the wall between the kitchen and dining room, then frame in a big header. Before we get started, let's meet the demo team. Devin, my husband and the Sawzall master. There's a ton of thick plaster that we had to get through during demo, and he used the Sawzall to cut through it like paper. John, my dad and the one with all the experience and wisdom. He'll be helping us with the kitchen renovation for a few weeks, and I don't know what we would do without him. Tucker, the family yellow lab. He travels everywhere with my dad and provides an abundance of cuteness and moral support. Ashley, my sister and the yes girl. She's up for any task and is always willing to lend a hand. Nate, my brother-in-law. He has the combined strength and height of 2 people. He may be the reason we got through demo so quick. And then there's me. I've got the vision and the eye for design. Before starting the renovation, we set up a makeshift kitchen in the dining room and my office. We're going to be without a kitchen for a while, so we wanted to make sure we have a decent setup while we live through construction. Safety is very important during demo. Make sure you have gloves, eyewear, hearing protection, and masks. We ended up using 3 large dumpster bags during demo. We filled them up pretty fast, and that ended up costing us $485. The first thing that we did was remove the appliances. The fridge and dishwasher don't work properly, so we had someone come pick them up to recycle them for us, and that was $50. The microwave we're going to use in our makeshift kitchen for now, and the oven we're going to keep hooked up during construction so we can still cook meals. This is an antique range, so we're going to end up selling it later on. We tried to break everything down as much as possible to make use of all the space in the bagster bags. These are really convenient to use during construction. Once they're filled, we just call to get them picked up. Before you start smashing walls, you'll want to take anything out of the kitchen that you plan to keep first. This way it doesn't get damaged during demo and you can get it out of your way. We set drop cloths down on the floor so the floor doesn't get damaged and to contain the mess. Another really important step is to turn off electrical and plumbing in the room to avoid any accidents. Before knocking down walls, we put plastic up surrounding the kitchen so that we can contain all the dust. Like I mentioned before, nothing from the current kitchen is staying, so that made demo pretty easy. Now it's time to rip up the flooring. Instead of trying to peel up those black and white tiles, we decided to take the entire flooring out down to bare concrete. The flooring left some sticky black tar, so after it dried up a bit, we scraped the entire floor with some floor scrapers and then cleaned it up really good. We will be sealing the floors with a primer later on. We have plaster walls, which is extremely messy and hard to get through. So Devin went around and cut some clean lines with a Sawzall, which will make patching in the drywall a lot easier. There's this metal mesh at all the corners, so using the Sawzall is really the only effective way to get through that mess. We're keeping the bottom half of this wall, so we took the nails and screws out from the bottom half and then screwed on some temporary bracing to the front side of the wall to keep it from moving all over the place. This wall is not load bearing, so Devin cut through all the studs so that we could remove the top half of the studs. The top plates had to come out too, which ended up leaving a big hole in the ceiling. This actually worked out in our favor though, because the electricians will be able to access the attic easier when it comes time for the electrical work. Then my dad came in and cut the studs more precise at countertop height. Ashley and Nate took out the door and cleaned up the door frame to get it prepped for the new door. Time for a little cleanup, and then we are done with the major demo. It's really important that we clean up the kitchen area every evening and put every tool away. This makes living in a construction zone a little bit more manageable. It's also a good idea to replace your air filters after demo as well as after the whole renovation is done. I'm going to try and make a blog post for each video with all of this good information. I will also link some of the main tools that we use to make demo a breeze in the description below. If you need to use any other trades like an electrician or a plumber, make sure you get them on the schedule far enough in advance. That is something that can really delay your project, so make sure they're lined up and you can stay on schedule. That is about it for demo. I hope you learned a few things or just enjoyed watching us smash through walls. Big thanks to my family for helping with demo. Next week, I'll be posting a video on the framing, electrical, and drywall. We'll be opening up that other wall between the kitchen and the dining room and adding a header, so you can stay tuned for that. Thank you guys for watching.